Rich, you and I were talking before we came in for the filming about a program that we had years ago that Stanley Pilch had come up with, and that we had implemented with the firehouse. And over the course of time, through peaks and valleys, it kind of got put to the side, but we want to resurrect it. Would you talk about that a bit?
Yes, it's where the students looking for jobs over the summer, we entice them to join the volunteer fire department. And we will send them to a fire school over the summer. And it's like them working a job in the borough during the summer,
Correct.
doing street work or parks or something like that. But instead, they're getting an education at the fire academy, and we're teaching them firefighting, training firefighter 1 certification.
If I remember correctly, we paid them the same rate as if they had any other summer job in the borough.
Yes.
And the theory behind this, it was very successful, if I remember correctly. By getting people that were high school students, there was a theory that if they started in their teens, that they would become, that the chance of them being lifelong volunteer firefighters was excellent.
And that was the time to find out. Get them some basic training. And if they love it, they'll stay with it.
Right.
And right at the beginning, after a week or two, they're going to find out, I don't like doing this. Well, then you know right away they're not going to be firefighters.
Right.
Okay? But
Right.
give them the opportunity. And there's people, like I said, if they're 50 years, I still love doing it.
Yeah. Well, you've done an extraordinary job. One of the things Rich told me in the other room before we came in for the taping was he has no intention of retiring. He continues to teach. He's an exceptional guy that knows no limitations. And as I said, he served our country in the United States Navy, 1967, and he's just a heck of a guy. He's a Saraville guy, and born and raised in Melrose, and then he made a few bucks and moved to President Park. Great people, Melrose.
Well, you know, when I bleed, one blood is for firefighters, one is for the veterans.
Rich was on the Veterans Alliance for years and years and years, and he's still very active with the veterans organizations. But Rich, we could go on. We could make this a 3-hour show, but I think it's time that we bring it to the conclusion. Is there something you'd like to say in conclusion, Rich?
I'd like to see more volunteerism.
Yeah.
People. Society has changed over the years, and it's not only getting more people or volunteers in the fire department, but volunteers anywhere. Nobody wants to volunteer like we did back in the 50s and 60s, different organizations expanding. Now, look at our veterans organization. We're losing people and nobody wants to join again. And there's other organizations that nobody wants to participate in.
It'll come in a cycle, Rich.
Yeah.
I believe that.
I hope so, and I hope we can talk to these students that are in high school to get them involved. Get involved in your community.
Rich, I can't thank you enough. This is too short to go over 50 years of service, but it's the time that we have. And you and I could sit here and we could keep talking about it, but you're a remarkable person, and I thank you for all your service to country and community. And congratulations on
Thank
the
you.
big 50, my friend.
Thank you. We get 50 more now, right?
That's it. You got another 50 coming your way.
You know, and I always looked up to a lot of the veteran firefighters we had, and you remember some of them.
I do.
The Paulos, Travisano,
Yep.
the older fellow.
Yep.
And they were the older guys we looked up to. And now I look at the roster, and I am the oldest guy.
You're the senior guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and it's just amazing that we were able
Well,
to do
you're in
this.
good shape, brother.
We try.
Yep.
We try.
Yep.
So,
All right. So I thank you, everyone. This is the conclusion of this episode of Conversations with Kennedy, and we hope that you enjoyed it. And my friend Rich Kosmuski and I wishing you a good evening and a good day, and thanking you for choosing Saraville to live and raise your family.